Hello tipsters and tricksters, welcome back to my channel and welcome to yet another vintage tips and tricks video. Recently I've been getting a lot of questions both here on YouTube and on my Instagram about how to make modern or current fashion pieces look vintage. I totally get that vintage is not necessarily accessible for you all or affordable for all you guys. So things that are currently in your wardrobe that you can get from the thrift store or that you can buy from modern clothing stores that you can make look vintage. A little while ago I did make this video up here which was I think 5 current fashion trends that are actually vintage, which you guys loved. That focused more on the kind of 40s and 50s. So today I thought I would do one for the 60s and 70s because I know some of you guys have been asking me about that and I didn't really cover it in the other video. There are tons of items that are very 60s and 70s. That's very trendy right now. So you'll be able to very easily source these items. Particularly if you go on eBay. I've been looking for 60s and 70s stuff recently, whether that be true vintage or whether it be reproduction or things that look vintage that happen to be in fashion. And eBay is chock-a-block full of this stuff because major fashion labels have been doing the kind of 60s, 70s look for a couple of years now. So you can find tons of stuff and they're looking at like every area, whether it be mod, whether it be flower power, like they're really touching on those different trends each season. So literally, there is a saturation on eBay right now. Please, I urge you to thrift the items or look online on eBay before you go shopping at high street stores. But I get that not everyone has access to that stuff, so just a word of encouragement. So I'm going to present to you 5 60s and 70s wardrobe staples that are currently in fashion. Here we go. So the first one I'm going to mention is so huge at the moment and has been massive for such a long time, and that is jumpsuits. Jumpsuits are freaking everywhere, every site for every high street fashion store, and again, if you eBay it, you're going to find tons and tons of stuff. This was such a big look in the 70s, be it like the casual kind of overall style or the boiler suit style, but then also for going out at night, people got super glam and did the disco look with the jumpsuit as well. I had a quick Google of high street brands and I had a look at eBay and I found tons of jumpsuits that would definitely work for a 1970s look. You'll see some pictures here of original 1970s jumpsuits and designs, and then I'll show you the pieces that I found online just with a very quick 5-minute search. You can see it would be so easy to transition these jumpsuits into either a day or a night 70s look. Just pair it with a pair of strappy heels, blow out your hair, Farrah Fawcett style, put a bit of glittery makeup on, and there you go. The second item that I'm going to mention is miniskirts. Miniskirts never ever go out of style. They're so easy to find, and at the moment there are tons of patterns that are very retro, be they geometric, tartan, checks. There's lots of flowery ones out there, things that have got like a jacquard sort of quilting on them. If you go online and look for some 60s inspiration of girls wearing miniskirts, you're gonna find something very, very similar on eBay or in high street stores for sure. The third wardrobe staple is knee-high boots. This was so big. For me, when I think of knee-high boots in the 60s, I immediately think of Brigitte Bardot, who rocked every kind of boot you can imagine, from brown leather to black leather to fabric to snakeskin. She loved her knee-high boots, and you can find these everywhere. Whether it be sky-high ones with a stiletto heel or flat ones or ones with the chunky heel. There's even ones at the moment that have like the 60s style wedge heel, like triangular style heel. All of those are so 60s/70s. You can definitely rock them and have a 60s vibe. As long as you have the right hair and makeup to go with it and you chuck on a miniskirt, you are going to look so on point 60s. Very Brigitte Bardot. Or maybe you could rock a white boot and go super mod. That would be very Mary Quant of you. So if you guys don't know who Mary Quant is, do check her out. She is like the mother of UK mod fashion in the 60s. And I believe there's still an exhibition out about her, so check it out. The fourth wardrobe staple that I want to mention for this era is oversized jumpers. This might not seem like a massive vintage item, but if you go back and look at people like Audrey Hepburn and Brigitte Bardot, I'm mentioning those two because they are my absolute icons for that era. Oversized jumpers was such a big thing in the 60s. Big roll necks or slash neck tops with the shoulder seam hanging down over the side and it covering down to the upper thigh was such a trendy look. And you can see people like Audrey Hepburn and Bridget Bardot sporting them with little capri pants and a pair of ballet flats. Such a classic 60s look. Super easy. You can chuck your hair in a ponytail, you can leave it down with a little beret on, you can put a headscarf on. It's a very casual look, but it is very, very authentic to the era, and one that I like to sport on days when I'm feeling a little bit lazy and I can't be bothered putting a lot of effort into my look. It's comfy, it's casual, it's easy. And lucky last, vintage staple number 5 is the maxi dress. The maxi dress in the 70s was a key item. Everything from floaty, paisley and floral outfits to slinky, strappy evening dresses in satins and sparkly materials. This is such an easy item to make look vintage. Again, it is all down to hair and makeup. If you can get the makeup look and the Farrah Fawcett blown out hair, or the huge like curly tousled kind of frizzy look, you're gonna look so 70s. And again, it's down to the right accessories, so long dangly necklaces with pendants on them, or glitzy belts. Think spangly, think sparkly, think glow mesh. That's what you should think. If you have a glow mesh bag and you pair it with a long maxi dress, you're gonna look so 70s so easily. If you can nail those key aspects of the look, guys, the maxi dresses that are available on the market at the moment are going to be perfect to get this look. So guys, I hope that was helpful. Do go and try and thrift the items or find them on eBay. Like I said, try not to support fast fashion and pick pieces that you think that you will use for a long time. And you know, if you have a look on eBay, you might even find the real thing. So guys, that's the video. I hope you liked it. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment down below if you have any questions about what I talked about today or suggestions for future videos, pop it down on there. Follow me on my Instagram, come and join us in the Vintage Tips and Tricks Facebook group. We would love to have you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.